ahead and start in my bathroom. This one is fake, just letting you know right now. Let's start with this one. This is one of my top 10 favorites. This is the silver dollar plant. I don't think it's a dime. There's another one that is called dime or nickel, something like that. But this one, I love it so much that I got another one. As you can tell, it's a more succulent type. If you see this thick round leaves, it's full of the water that they retain for them to feed themselves. I just watered it today, as you can. When this plant is thirsty, it immediately starts showing some little veins, basically draining out all the water that they have in their big circle leaves, that the water they retain, and that's how they feed themselves until you water them again. I just love this plant. This plant is unique. I feel like a lot of people don't know about it, which is crazy. This is basically the cousin of a cucumber. I love it so much that I have another one over there in the living room, and they're in the north-facing window. They can take direct sun, but I just love it how cute it is and small. This one is still alive. This is a parlor, something like that, palm. My husband actually got it a year ago. This is one of my very first plants. I'll just put the names on the bottom. So this is the palm that Preston got me about a year or 2 years, I'm not sure, and it's still there surviving, putting in a lot of new growth. It likes to be in the restroom, either this one or the other one, because I like that moisture. So I mean, I like it and it's cute and it's just there. It's a gift. I had to keep it right next to the silver dollar plant. I have this beautiful bluish turquoise green cactus, and that's the only reason I picked it up, because it's just so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, like the color, like if you touch it, it loses the color. So I make sure never to touch it, even though it's so tempting. So as you can see here, I feel like it's a triangle cactus. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I don't know the name, I can't figure it out. Even though I use the app Picture This, it does not tell me the name, which is upsetting. So if you do know the name, let me know. I water it at least once every 2 weeks, and I can tell because it's a succulent, so it lets me know by having this little creases. Now let's move on to my bedroom. So I have 6 plants in here. They are loving it so far, since I have the humidifier here on the floor, because it just helps me at night to, you know, sleep. This is another of my top 10 favorite besides the silver dollar plant. This is the SCINDAPSUS PICTUS ARGYRAEUS. People get it confused. They think it's a pothos, even though the care is the same as a pothos. It's just such a beautiful plant. At first I struggled with it, but right now it's thriving. It's putting a lot of new growth. I water it once a week, twice a week if I have it outside. Sometimes it gets too hot and she does not like it, so she curls up. But right now she's very happy right next to the humidifier, of course. So this one right here, the swish, can't say the name. With this beautiful plant, it's just so beautiful and unique. The leaves, I gotta clean them leaves. They are so unique because in their leaves there are holes, almost like mimicking the Monstera deliciosa. It's just little, and it's just growing and growing, does not stop. I'm also propagating over there in the living room, the same plant. I need to repot it because, you know, it needs the space. Obviously it needs the space, but I'm very happy with it. I water it once a week, twice a week. No, lately has been twice a week because, you know, it needs to be repotted. So yeah, talking about repotting, I repotted recently this one. This is the ZZ plant. I fell in love with it because it just spoke to me. I have seen them everywhere, all over the place, but this one like specifically is just like, okay, I want you and I'm taking you home. This one is definitely a beginner's plant. It's so easy to take care of. You kind of can't forget about it as long as it has the light. You water it when it's completely dry and you'll be good to go. When I saw this one at Home Depot for $3, I almost screamed because this is the Moonlight Shine Sansevieria. Oh my goodness, such a beautiful plant. I had to take 2 leaves off because they were damaged and I wanted for it to push out new growth, which I don't know if you can see, but it's in there doing great. I love you, girl. Love you. I recently got this one at my favorite plant shop here near me. This is the Peace Lily Domino. The leaves are just amazing. They have this variegated going on. It just catches your attention. I love it so much that I have it in my room. The thing that I love about it the most is that not only the variation goes on here with this, it just looks like grayish splash. Beautiful. Okay, not only the variation is on the leaves, but it's also on the flower. Another beginner's plant for sure. I do know that it needs a lot of light, which I do have to take it out, you know, every 3 days from the room so it can get that light that it requires. This one, I just saved it. When I watered it last time, I noticed that the water from the cup that I had it on had water, so it was sitting on water for a long time. So this is a Peperomia ROSSO and does not like to be overwater or underwater, and I overwater it, but so far it's coming right back. I love Peperomias. I'm a sucker for them. I was like, please get better. I mean, it was blooming with me and everything. I just had to mess it up. I love it. It's a string of hearts, string of hearts woody eye. I am obsessed with the string of hearts. It has a lot of pink on it because I have it outside. This one just fell off. I don't know what exactly happened, so I was like, I'm gonna propagate you and make another one. Very long, just like the one outside, but we'll get to it whenever we over there outside. This one was a gift from my mom. This is an African violet. The leaves are so soft. Mine is not doing well because like I had no idea about this plant. It needs a lot of special needs for me. I feel like it's a delicate plant for me. A lot of people find them easy. I have it on my mannequin type of thing that I made. And over here, I don't have just one, but I have 2 Chinese money plants. This plant just amazes me because if you keep rotating it every day, it gets this almost like a disco ball effect, and I just love it so much. So much. That's why I had to get another one, and it was on sale too, and it just keeps pushing a bunch of new growth, as you can see. So it's very happy with the spot. Also, it's in a south facing window, so it gets a lot of sun for sure. Even though I have a big tree, it still gets the sunlight that it needs. Right next to it, I have the HOYA compacta, Hindu rope or whatever. I'm gonna keep saying such a beautiful plant. They're all beautiful, that's why I have them. This is no bugs. I don't think it is. I got it not too long ago, so I have not watered it yet, but I believe a lot of people struggle to grow them really long and fast, so it's kind of like a slow grower. It's almost like it has all these braids with them. I love it, but all this white stuff, even though I wash it off or clean it with the Q-tip, it still stays. So if you know what this is, let me know in the comments, because I will appreciate that very much. It has new growth coming in. The leaves are so tiny and furry. They kind of creep me out because it looks like a tarantula leg. I don't know. But I just think it's such a good plant and perfect for beginners too. You just water them when the Hoya, it's wrinkled, and it's a slow grower for sure, but you can't forget about it and not have to water constantly. Right on my hallway, I have my Sansevieria. So cute. The only reason I got it is because it has this yellow on him. It's just crazy how plants have all this, you know, designs to it. Once I brought it inside, it was outside for the longest time. Once I brought it inside, it got a lot better. And they take any type of light you give them. You water it. I water it every 3-4 weeks because it just doesn't need to water that much. Now we are in the living room, and they take light from the south and the north windows, so they get the most bright light, I must say. This is a golden pothos. You guys know them, you see them everywhere. Now this one is a corn plant, I believe. It's recovering. I was supposed to bring it a long time ago. This is not actually mine, it's one of my aunts, and yeah, so far it's looking good, pushing a lot of new growth. And yeah, I fixed it. So I don't know a lot about this plant. It is cute and all, but I feel like it's too big for my space. Once it gets all better, I'm gonna return it to the owner, of course. The watering, it's just whenever like the, you know, 1.5 inches dry, which is pretty moist still. They like to be moist, not wet and not dry. So cute plant. I always see them at Lowe's and at Home Depot. Right over here I have my money tree plant. I have a neon pothos. I have the umbrella tree, I believe. This is the Hoya abobada. I got it from Etsy. It's just not doing anything for me, but it's still alive. It's been months, girl. What you doing? This is a golden pothos that I propagated, and I have in a separate container, as well as the other one over here. And then this one is a Philodendron Brazil. It was so tiny when I got it, and then you can tell that it's just loving its place. Has a bunch of new growth. I love the whole neon going on, green, and just like this variegation going on. It's just a very easy plant. The care for it is the same as pothos, like that simple. Now here I have the other one I was talking about earlier, the silver dollar plant. And then right here I am propagating in soil my another top 10 favorite plant, the string of turtles. You can just tell how cute it is, and it looks so much like as a turtle's back. So cute. I'm obsessed with this plant. I treat it like a succulent. Once it's completely dry is when I water it. This is my propagation going on. This is a ZZ plant. I broke this off when I repotted the plant that I showed you in my bedroom earlier. I'm propagating a SCINDAPSUS, PICTUS, ARGYRAEUS, a hard philodendron, just the basic green one, and a string of the PILEA, GLAUCA. I'll show you in a minute what it is. Of course, this is the one I was mentioning you before that I'm propagating as well. It's so ready to be in soil, which I will do soon for sure. I have my giraffe. Hello. I have the other pothos propagating. I have pothos everywhere. And then I put them in my mother plant. This is a, wait, let it come to me. Right, this is the red Maranta. This is almost like a medium type of plant for people where you just got them skills done with water and all that. It is also a prayer plant because at night they close up and in the daytime they go down. So it's so cute. This one is another of my top favorite. This is a Peperomia. This is a Peperomia Hope, and the leaves are so soft and just so cute and tiny and bunch of new growth going on. I got to find out that it likes to grow during winter, which is interesting. I have it in this little cute 4-inch pot that it just makes it pop even more. They like to be moist, of course. Needs to be water again. Yeah, the leaves are kind of getting thin. They get rounded almost like the silver plant. So yeah, I need to water it, but I recommend this one because it trails down and it's beautiful. This is my Hoya pubicalis, something like that. It has this grayish splash going on. I went ahead and just got something to just tie it around because it was just this long one string and I wanted to get full, you know. Easy to care. Hoyas, they're all basically the same. You just water them when their leaves are really wrinkled. Plants talk to you, eventually let you know when they need to be watered or when they just desperately need a drink. Right behind it, I have another Maranta, I believe. I don't remember the name. I'll put it out here. But this one, I just want it tiny. I don't want it to get huge. The leaves can get huge. I have the mother plant over there. This is a propagation, and so far it's loving its place as well. It's also the prayer plant because it just closes up and, you know, it does the drill, moist soil, and yes, it's just so cute and tiny. This is my Pothos Joy Snow. I'm not quite sure. I just picked it up because it has a lot of aggregation going on and it just pops up. It was so tiny. I think it was this tiny. It just keeps growing. Pothos are just so easy to care for and they don't ask for much. They also just provide you with a lot of good stuff in your house. I just recommend them for you to start out with. Now, this is my PILEA GLAUCA. This one trails. When I first saw it at Walmart, I had to get it because I'm a sucker for gray and the leaves are just so tiny. I think they call it baby tears. I'm not sure. But look at that, you guys. It's just so unique. This one, I water it like once a week, but if I know that week is going to rain, I just put it outside to get that rainwater. It likes to be moist, does not need humidity, but if you require humidity, it will just go crazy on you and love you more, for sure. I recently picked this up when I saw it because mine is not doing anything, and I saw how much is going on, bunch of new leaves. I just repotted it after a month. I just wanted to get bigger and just trail. I'm obsessed with this big round leaves. They're so hard, it almost looks like a chocolate type. In the same care, the Hoya, they get all wrinkled when they are thirsty. You really don't have to water them much, and they love bright light. So I have it on a south facing window. As you can tell, I have trees. It's not really harsh like sunlight directly to them, but they do get the most sun. This is my CALATHEA Purple Fusion, and the name comes from this purple under leaves, like that if you look closely, you'll be able to see the purple going on, but the light hits and it disappears. It's like a fusion going on, and I love it. It's unique. I just like it because he has white, loves humidity, likes moist dirt. You have to always make sure to be moist. They don't like to be dry. They will suffer. That happens. This is an old leaf, so it was pretty bad mistreated, but has a bunch of new growth going on, and I just hope it gets huge one day because I want to have it in my room. Now, I don't know if people do this, but I do. I discovered that using these containers from Dollar Tree keeps the moisture longer for plants that love humidity. If you can provide the humidity that they need sometimes, just using a glass container like that, it's good. They do have stuff like that for plants, but it's very expensive. So why not just go with Dollar Tree? This is the bird nest. So cute. It goes all the way, you know, down and stuff. But since I have it trained to be up, it looks just more, you know, cuter and really green. I like it so much. Look at that. You can see here I have a lot of fruit flies. These are very cheap. It's a fly trap, and I recommend them to you if you don't have the stuff to get rid of them. If you put a bunch of them near your plants, you get rid of them. They die eventually. This one is a polka dot plant. It's pink. I got it like months ago, and it just not doing well because the kids cut it off. It was thriving, loving the restroom, and right now it's just struggling to stay alive. We'll see what happens. What? The flies are dead. I'd rather them be dead than just alive and annoying. You guys, we have a bunch of flies because of the neighbor's tree. Because of the neighbor's tree, it's like berry trees or something, and it's just insane. I'm so tired of flies. This is a peperomia. I'll just put the name, but I liked how it looked. Like I said, I love peperomia so much. Once I saw it at Lowe's for $3, I went ahead and got it for me. It lost its variegation that it had. Hopefully it gets it back. I just recently moved it here, and so far it's loving it because it is pushing new growth, as you can see. This is another one of my top 10 for sure. Once I used this container to top it off, it pushed out this huge leaf. This is the black velvet alocasia, and you guys, I love it. It's very, very soft. I had to water it constantly because the little container, but I don't want to shock it by, you know, repotting in a big pot. And it's loving its place. The humidity is in there, as you can see. And I don't know if people do this. I know people buy stuff for the plants to get the humidity, but doing this and just spraying the glass sometimes from the inside, they get that moisture, and they get that moisture from the dirt as well. So it's genius for me. I don't know, but as you can see, the huge difference. This is the one it put out when I just had it without it. Once I put it on, it came out with this flies. I'm so sorry. Now this is the original Peperomia prostrata. It's really thriving. It's starting to get out of the pot, which is really exciting. I feel like I do need to put more soil in, but I don't want to drown it, so I usually just keep this glass with it as well. Keeps the bugs away. Oh, these flies. I recently potted this up. It's just not doing well. I had it on this container to get, you know, the roots going on, because in water it was no success. This lost all the leaves. They all got this color, and this Hoya does not really like me. But this one so far is looking good. But again, it has this silver splash. I think I'm just obsessed with Hoyas and Peperomia so far. Now here I have my propagation going on with this PMOS. And I just have more string of turtles. Hanging, I do not know the name. I feel like it's a Hoya by the way it's growing and how it's pushing out the new leaves. How tiny they are. But if you know the name, let me know. Again, I used the picture this app, and it just did not give me anything. So I would appreciate if you tell me what it is. So I feel like it is a Hoya, but you let me know in the comments. This is the Maranta mother plant. Preston watered it for me once and it got this yellow because you need to use filtered water or water that has not all that, you know, chlorine and stuff. You have to let it sit for 24 hours and it just keeps growing. So I decided to put it in this big pot that holds the water longer, like the moisture, so I don't have to be watering constantly, because I was watering every 3 days and it was insane, and it just kept pushing new growth. And I like the fact that it's small. When I first got it and I put it in the light that my halves have, it pushed out this huge leaf, and I'm like, okay, I want a plant like this big, not this big, because I don't have the place for it, and it loves the humidity and the water and the moisture, but it just keeps thriving and growing. Small growth, but it's growing, so that means it's happy. This is my LOCASIA poly. So cute with the dramatic dinosaur look. Purple leaves under. It's just thriving. I keep it in a pot that has no drainage hole because I don't want to water it constantly. This is my Peperomia frost. Oh, so cute. As you can tell, it has these little rat tails. This is like the flower from them. That means it's very, very happy, and I'm happy too because this color is so unique. It's almost like you put makeup on it, and it just likes to be moist, not overwater, not underwater, and they're just beautiful. This huge leaf is just Now the plants that I have hanging on the kitchen that you always see on my videos for sure, it's the elephant bush. I got it so tiny, and probably like a month ago I repotted it in a bigger pot, as you can see, and it's just, oh, I just dropped a leaf. Oh, it's dead. Okay. It has this effect of a shade. I absolutely love it. Does not require a lot of water. It likes the moisture from the kitchen. It gets that direct light from there, so it's not harsh, but it's just really comfortable. As you can see, it's starting to really trail down, which I'm so excited about. I don't see a lot of people having this plant when they should. How the leaves come out are just so incredible. It's almost like a little bowl, and then they get separated like this, and then after that they just keep growing and growing and just looking gorgeous. This is another of my top 10. I think I already passed the 10, but I just love this Hoya. This is my very first Hoya I purchased, only because it has full white leaves. It has pink on it. Sometimes I take it outside to get that bright pink going on and keep pushing out white leaves. I just absolutely love it. I'm gonna keep repeating myself, you guys, but I'm just letting you know how I feel. I water this like once every 2 weeks when it's completely dry, completely dry. Since this is in a terracotta pot, the water stays there longer, so I don't have to water constantly. I have to water constantly because the water is just there. This is another Peperomia. Oh, so cute. Look at the leaves, you guys. When I saw it for even $7, when on Etsy it's like 20, I was just so excited. It has a bunch of new growth. It's loving its place. It has the rat tail going on, so you can tell it's just very happy. This is my polka dot plant. I loved it so much because it has a lot going on. It's just so beautiful. It's pushing out new growth. It's very happy. Likes to be moist. This too, once a week, and I bottom water them. whenever they're peperomias or like plants that like to be moist, I water them so I won't overwater them, because that can be a big issue. You can even kill them instantly. Look at this. Ah, so cute. Almost gave up on it because when they sent it to me, it was really damaged from Etsy, which I didn't mind because, you know, it had roots going on. I'm like, eventually we'll push out new growth. And months passed by and nothing. And then once I put it in a Ziploc bag, it just started pushing out a new leaf. And then a week later, this is a new leaf. So I'm very much happy with it. Ooh, you need water. This is my bamboo. I hardly water this guy. It's just there. I like it. Now this one, I'll put the name here because I don't know it. I fell in love with it because of how unique it is and how it has this grayish white green going on. It's a little tree, but it can be a huge tree eventually if you give it the right care. I'm still figuring this one out. So far, I've been watering once a week again. They don't like to be dry, but they don't like to be wet. You kind of have to figure it out. Now this one I have been struggling with because I don't know the name for the longest time until I saw it on Etsy. This is the snow bush, and I just went ahead and put a container for it, and you can tell it's starting to really take off. It had a lot of white on and pink on, and it all went away. Like I said, I was struggling with it, but now that I got everything down, it's just much happier and cute. So tiny. I love all the little leaves, how it has the variegation going on, and it was just $3. So I was like, yes, I'm taking it. Come home. Now this is my beautiful Monstera Deliciosa. I love this plant so much. I love all these plants. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, you guys. It's just so exciting to do this video and show off my plants, how good they are and thriving. This one I water once a week when it's completely dry. I don't give it a lot of sunlight, like, you know, light, because I don't want it to get humongous yet. I want it to stay, you know, in a medium size, because then, you know, I won't fit in this place like that. So this plant does not ask you for much. It does appreciate humidity and a lot of bright, you know, light, but it can tolerate medium light as well. I have it by the door, north facing, you know, window indoors. So that is that. Now this is one of my favorites too, besides this one, and I think I just own them all because they're all my favorite, I guess. This is a Peperomia Ruby Cascade. I love it. I appreciate this plant so much because it just, if you love her, she loves you right back. She trails down as well, has red under. And I don't really see it on videos, like on plant videos. I feel like a lot of plants are so underrated, but it's so cute. And the new growth comes in so cute as well. This is my rattlesnake. It has purple leaves under the, you know, the older leaves. This is a new leaf. It's barely coming on. New growth. I keep the soil moist once a week. Once again, bottom water, and it's happy. It's also a prayer plant. This is my angel wings. Begonia. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I just loved it because it has this silver makeup going on. It just caught my eye, and I'm like, I want you, and I'm gonna have you. And I got this little when I first got it, and you can tell because the leaves are, you know, I was trying to figure it out, and once I got it done, I push out all this new stuff going on. And you see the new growth coming in as well. So this one I had to water twice a week because it likes to be more on the wet side, in my opinion, like over here where I live. I'm in zone 7, you guys, and where I live is really, really humid. So I feel like my plants, that's why are thriving because of that. So now this one was a cutting that my mom brought me from her job. This is the wonderful Jewel. It's very, very fuzzy looking. At first, I did not like it. So I was like, what's this plant? I've never seen it before. It's purple. If you get it more, if you give it more bright light, it turns out really purple. But I like how it has the effect of purplish with green, and it's loving its place. I had to bring my alocasia from outside so it can get that humidity. It's just wants to die on me. Like, girl, you need to stop playing games and keep on being this plant is just hard, you guys. It's hard to keep alive sometimes if you don't give it what it needs, which I was gonna take the risk anyways, because I just love it. So velvety, really hard to take care of for sure. But if he dies eventually on me, I'm gonna get a new one. This is another golden pothos, my mom's gift, and it's just loving it to be outside. I got this one so tiny, just like the snow bush that I showed you in my kitchen. It was so tiny and it just took off. This is the angel vine, I believe. So cute. It almost like a, you know, baby tears plant. They're so tiny. What is this? Oh my goodness. The heart philodendron. Thanks, God. Philodendron. It's just a basic green one. Same care as a pothos, and it's loving it to be outside. My bird of paradise, and it just had a rough slice. I'm so tired of it. This is a new leaf that I have been bragging about on Instagram. You can tell it's much bigger than the ones over here because I have it outside, and it had other little ones, but I got rid of them because I found spider mites. So that's why it's in quarantine outside, away from everything. Now, these are my succulents that my mom gave me for Mother's Day as well. And I just have them outside, so they get direct sunlight for like 4 hours, and they're just loving it outside. New growth coming in. And I water it like once every 2 weeks. Unless it just, you know, rains, then the rain does it for me. And this is my beautiful ficus burgundy. This new just popped up, and there's another one coming in. So exciting. It loves direct sunlight sometimes, so I give it for a couple hours as well. But it has been outside this whole time. This is the Maranta prayer plant, the red one. It's just doing good and then not doing good, so I don't know what to do with it. It does not fit in my house. It just got humongous, so I just have it out here. These are my string of hearts. I water them once a week and just ignore them. Let them do their thing. As you can see, they grow crazy and I'm loving it. They both have the same care. I don't know the name of the other one though. This is all. Thank you so much for watching. See you and catch you on the next one.